Oh, my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas.
So we are with Sister Helen Prejean, and we are very happy to be here with her and to have the chance to interview her on her view on capital punishment. So this is our first question. In the light of Pope Francis' recent call for the abolition of the death penalty worldwide, do you think that the government of the US will do something to invite single states to consider a moratorium on executions?
Yes, I believe the government is moving toward that. We're in Texas right now, and this year there's only one death sentence as compared to like 48 a year, because the people are the ones who are being educated on the subject and are advocating for a change. Governments follow the people, and to have Pope Francis before the Congress, and see, he had said the golden rule, you know, do unto others as you'd have others do unto you. And they clapped and clapped in the Congress. Yay, we can stand with the Pope, the golden rule. And then he added, and we respect all life. They clapped again because they thought they knew what he was going to be saying next about innocent life. And then he said, end to the death penalty around the world globally. And some were stunned by that. They expected that he was going to talk about innocent life and pro-life issues. And he mentioned the death penalty. And that helps. But it's always the people on the ground. Mm-hmm. That's the way democracy works. You get educated on issues and then you make change. Mm-hmm. So yes, it is coming. It is coming in the United States.
Let's hope so. But why, according to you, so many Catholics still think that capital punishment is the right punishment for somebody who committed a crime?
It's interesting about Catholics. The biggest shift and a change of perspective about the death penalty has happened in the Catholic population in the United States. In 1996, 78% of the American public supported the death penalty, and 80% of Catholics supported the death penalty. And what was worse was the statistics show the more people went to church, the more they believed in the death penalty, because the priests, the bishops weren't speaking out against the death penalty. But with education of the people, and Pope John Paul really helped when he came to St. Louis in 1999, he put the death penalty in with the other pro-life issues, and he said no to abortion, no to euthanasia, and no to the death penalty. Mm-hmm. And then there was much more education that's gone on among Catholics, so that starting from 80% support in 1996 to 2005, Catholics sank below the population in their support of the death penalty. So it was like 64%, and this is in 2005. It's a lot more now, and 59% of Catholics, and it keeps on dropping. And the reason why Catholics say they're against the death penalty is they... That's okay, Rita.
Come on in.
And the reason that Catholics give for being against the death penalty is it's the dignity of human life. And what they're beginning to get is that to make a person defenseless and take them out and kill them is against their dignity because they've been made defenseless. no matter what the crime, you can be horrified at the crime they do, but the act itself of putting a person in a tiny cell for 20 years and then strapping them down and killing them is against the dignity of a person because it's torture.
Yes, we fully agree. And what do you think that we Italians, we are the Italian coalition to abolish the death
I love Italians.
So what do you think that we should do more in order to help you get the death penalty abolished as fast as possible?
Yeah, well, what you can do is what you've already begun to do. Like in my second story in The Death of Innocence, Joseph Odell, the people of Italy really got behind the Joseph Odell case. So they there were 10,000 faxes to the governor of Virginia from the people of Italy.
Yes,
the Italian Parliament, the human rights, and they buried Joseph Odell in Palermo.
Yes.
Shipped his body over and buried him. The people of Italy, maybe it's because you've suffered so much through 2 wars, but the people of Italy have great compassion and love for human rights.
She was counting her change in the line at the counter of the grocery store. Every penny, every nickel she could find, but she still comes up short. Just a single mom doing the best that she can when a stranger slips a 20 in the palm of her hand. She turns around to thank him, but he's already disappeared out the door. Just because God doesn't part the sea, pull you from the fire, doesn't mean that He's not there. His fingerprints are everywhere. When the mountain that you're climbing seems so tall, and the battle that you're fighting makes you feel so all alone, it doesn't mean you're on your own. 'Cause when you need it most, the world is full of ordinary angels. He just got back from a second tour of duty 6 months ago. When he closes his eyes, he's still fighting that fight right here at home. When the nightmares come in the dead of the night, his little boy runs in and turns on the light. He says, "Daddy, don't you worry," as he reaches up to kiss him on tippy toes. Just because God doesn't part the sea, pull you from the fire, doesn't mean that He's not there. His fingerprints are everywhere. When the mountain that you're climbing seems so tall, and the battle that you're fighting makes you feel so all alone, doesn't mean you're on your own. 'Cause when you need it most, the world is full of ordinary angels. Makes you feel so all alone. It doesn't mean you're